Good morning, everybody. It's such a gloomy day today. I just came out of a weekend where it was like 20 degrees every day, really sunny, really nice. We spent the weekend at my in-laws and we were, just outside all the time because the weather was so nice. And then coming back home, of course, it totally changes. And in a few days, it's forecasted to snow. So that's great. It's great. Just when I was getting the most excited about my gardening, the weather turns, but that's okay. Probably like in a few weeks, it'll be warm enough that I can go out and plant like my spinach, some kale I would like to plant, some salad. I want to try growing salad from seed this year. Also some Swiss chard. I have to look more into Swiss chard to see if you can plant it early or if you have to wait until the last frost. But today I wanted to start some earlier spring planting, so like peas. I mean, peas usually get planted in really early summer. They don't have to wait until the last frost. And also my dahlias, I wanted to plant those today just in a pot and just see what happens. Because it's like a dried tuber, I think it'll take a longer time to come up. Yeah, I've never grown dahlias before, so it's gonna be very exciting. So it is now Tuesday already. I need to film this vlog for you guys today, get it edited so you can watch it tomorrow on Wednesday, and then on Friday I have my first day of school in Germany, in German, at my Ausbildung for physiotherapy. And I have like a nervous excitement, I think going through my practicum kind of like relaxed me a little bit. Like I kind of calmed down from being super anxious before about it, but I think I'm at like a healthy level of stress right now. So I know that today I also need to do some studying. I'm gonna go through like my German grammar book, little workbook and practice questions, and then also the book that I've been reading, Into the Wild. I can't believe it. I'm like halfway done this book, which is kind of crazy. When I was kind of being a bit insane, I was saying to myself, I'm gonna read one chapter a day and then I'll be done this book in like a few weeks. But then all last week I was at my practicum, so I didn't read it all last week, hardly. A few pages here and there, but that's it. So I do want to get back into the book, but not put so much stress on it. It was actually really nice yesterday because it was just nice and warm. We were sitting out in the garden and I like wanted to read the book just for my own enjoyment, which I think is great, and I think that's a big improvement that I want to read a German book because I enjoy the story, I enjoy the book. I was still like translating the words I don't know and looking up some things, but I think I have come a long way with the enjoyment of learning German. Before I kind of hated it because it was just so exhausting and just so difficult, and now I like it. Anyways, I'm rambling way too much. Let's plant some peas. So what I'm gonna need, I need my pea seeds. Let's get those. All right, so actually all of these seeds I'm considering planting earlier than like my tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff. Let's look at the peas first. Yeah, so it says that they can be planted between March and May. So it's the end of March. That's pretty safe. It does say that you can sow them directly outdoors, like plant the seeds directly outside in the pot. I didn't do that last year and my peas turned out okay. I'm gonna do the same thing as I did last year, starting them inside, because also it's supposed to like snow this weekend and I don't know if they're gonna survive that, so I'm gonna do them the same as I did last year. The other things that we got are some rucola and just salad. So the salad you plant in March until August. So really just the whole spring, summer. I think I'm gonna wait at least a week to plant these until this next potential snowfall passes, because it is supposed to get down to like -5. And then the rucola, yeah, I'm just gonna do this the same as the salad. Wait until this last snowfall passes. And then for these guys, so these guys are planted between April and June. So I'm gonna start them in a pot today, and then I honestly don't know how long they're gonna take before they like actually come up and I can plant them outside, but it'll take a few weeks at least, I'm assuming. For the peas, one thing that I read last year when I started them is that toilet paper rolls are the perfect starting pot for peas, because peas have a longer root system, and so when you plant them in like a narrow but long thing, it kind of encourages deeper root growth. I don't know if that's totally true. It worked out last year, so I've been sort of saving toilet paper rolls the last few weeks, and I need to go find them.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merchant change, but your face remains the same. Swallows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
So peas are successfully planted, and I just made myself a bowl of protein oats. This has become a pretty typical breakfast of mine, and I really enjoy it, of course, because it's like some oats. I cook it first, and then after I add in a spoonful of protein powder, and then I top it off with some Greek yogurt and some nuts or something. And it tastes amazing, and I love it so much. Alright, we're feeling better now, not so hungry anymore. So how I planted the peas is for each toilet paper tube roll, I will put 2 pea seeds on like kind of either side of it, and this package says that they should be 3 centimeters deep. So I just measured 3 centimeters on my thumb, and it went like to my knuckle there. So then I just made sure that from the top of the tube to the seed it was this much. And something that we got from our aunt this year is some things that are gonna make planting and like growing seedlings a lot easier. So we got a couple trays. I don't know, what do you call them, like they're like seedling cells. I think they call them like cells. So I'm probably going to be using those for other things, but just for the peas, I just kind of put them in the cells just to hold up the tubes. And then another thing that we got from our aunt is this kind of like plastic tray that you're supposed to put the cells into. I'm going to do that, and then it'll be like a tray that I can water and just put water in the bottom of the tray, and then they can all suck up the water from the bottom, which is supposed to be good because it encourages root growth downwards instead of if you're just watering the top, then the roots aren't really encouraged to grow down. So I'm gonna try that. But right now, I think we should open up this bad boy and see what it's like. I think there should just be one plant worth of tubers in here, but I think I see some that are broken off. So I'm gonna open it up and take a look. Alright, so I was just reading up on like how to do this properly because I don't want to mess it up. I only have one. They look pretty gnarly, and so you just plant them like this. So this would be the stem, and the stem goes upwards. This is too difficult to talk like this. This whole thing is one plant. You can separate them, but I think this first year I'm just gonna plant it like this. And then there is one that fell off. I don't know if this is gonna grow or not, but I think if one falls off, then you just plant it like sideways. And then the other thing that I learned is that if you're planting them directly outside, they need to be like 3 to 4 inches below the soil. But when you're planting them indoors first in a pot, then they should just be like 1 to 2 inches below the soil. So I have this big pot. I'm gonna fill it up with some soil, and then we're just gonna dunk this guy right in there. Fun is done. I have done my planting. I watered everything in the garden. Feeling really good about it. Very excited about the summer. But it's time to start working now on things that are more immediately important. That being reading my book in German and also working through my German grammar work booklet. So I'm going to be dedicating the next few hours just to learning German. I'm really happy with how this book is going. Like you can see, I am halfway, if not maybe a hair more than halfway. We will consider it more than halfway because I like to be positive. So we just got back. We went for a little walk through the fields and we stopped at a bakery. Yeah, it was just a really nice little break for the two of us. if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. So I also thought that I would just ask you guys what you're interested in seeing, if there's any like information that you're looking for about maybe starting school or moving abroad, living in Germany. Just leave it down in the comments and I'll look over it, see if there's anything that I can help you with, make a video about. If you did enjoy this video, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And if you are subscribed, then I will see you in the next one. Bye!